Hello. Oh, hang on. Something's gone wrong there. What have I done? Oh, forgot to drop the cloak, didn't I? My bad. Where's that button? Aha! Hello again. Welcome to September. And if you're in the UK, that unfortunately means summer is over. So to get ahead of those autumn blues, I have 4 new episodes for you this month, and variety is definitely the spice of podcast life this September. Kicking us off this week is Al McBride with a discussion about negotiation, communication, and getting the best from your conversations. Then next week, I'll be chatting with Michael Dillard, a former US diplomat, about integrity, adaptability, and the role of people, and much more besides. The following week, I'll be joined by business owner and founder Lynn Colepaugh to talk about her journey from professional musician to business owner and what she's learned about people from using AI in her business. And then to close out our month of variety, in the final week, Albert Bramante will be here to chat about the psychology of self-sabotaging behaviour and his leadership and life lessons learned from a career in the entertainment industry. And if that's not enough of a teaser, then keep watching for a sneak preview clip from each of those 4 episodes that are coming this month. And I will see you next time. Now, how do I turn this thing on again? Ah, there it is.
Again, talking about dangerous assumptions, they can be good and bad. We can fall into the, oh, they'd never do this, or oh, that's not possible. It's like, ask the question, be curious, find out. But all of it is on the basis of try and presume nearly nothing. Assume nothing, presume nothing, and go from there. And that's where you can find some really, really cheap, nearly free value of massive, benefit add very quickly. And they're not always, but they are there and they pop up and they're like, whoa, that's a game changer. And all because you just question an assumption, which loads of people told you, oh, that's the way it is. It's like, okay, well, let's just ask the question. Because a lot of people think, oh, so you're just going to help turn me into a natural. It's like, no, because naturals are very good with a select, usually very narrow, we talked about earlier, narrow go-to behavior patterns, which work for them often. Sometimes it's 4 to 5 times, sometimes it's 9 out of 10 times. But sooner or later, that the usual pattern that they try suddenly fails utterly, and they don't know why, and they don't know how to fix it. And so that's why you need to bring the 2 up, whether you're nice but nervous or you're a natural. And the other thing is situational as well. Some people are disaster with their kids, they give in, but they're brilliant in a boardroom, and others are the opposite way around. So not always, but so it is situational where they're able to get great deals. So anyway, what we're trying to get them is both of them to be able to, manage their mental, emotional states and get creative, bring in the other side, build that rapport, build the start of that trust, and then starting to find creative ways to add value for both of you.
I've hired, lots of people throughout my career, and I look back and I felt like each hire was a perfect fit for the organization at the time. You might have an employee that is very, very knowledgeable that you're interviewing, but you realize they don't get along. They can't work as a teammate. They're saying it, it's coming out their mouth, I'm a good team player. But then when you ask them for examples, I did this, 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 I did this. They can't be a team player. They don't understand that you can't get every single thing done by yourself. You're going to need other people. And then you're also going to need to consider other people's feedback. And this is why, like I say, I lead with impact, because L, listen, E, empower, A, adapt, and D, develop. And what I realize is that some managers, some members can't listen. They only consider their one viewpoint. Other times, you have to look at whether or not somebody is adaptable. Can they change the way they're doing business? Can they change who does what? And then you will make a determination that this person is used to what they say goes, so they can't take feedback from other people on the team. And then develop, who else have they developed? When they keep saying, I did this, I did that, there's no development, there's no the team.
Clarity is kindness. So being clear, thoughtful, putting together not just the vision, but breaking it down. It's a kindness to yourself that you've created a roadmap. It's a kindness to your team that they know what's going on and what the inspiration is behind something. And it's such a simple thing yet difficult thing to do, because a lot of times it's like, we're going to do this, but let's be clear how we're going to do it. What are the steps? But also giving autonomy to your team who you've hired and trusted to do their parts to the best of their capabilities, but being clear and giving them that vision and letting them be the awesome humans they are. That to me is the number one. So not trusting the team and not placing value on their time. So going, I'm just going to make this spreadsheet because it's quicker. Okay, yeah. But you actually hired an assistant to do that for you. And your value is $300 an hour and your assistant's might be $20. It's a better value for her to do the spreadsheet, even if it takes her 2 hours, than you to do it in 1 hour. So it's looking at the value of time. Another one would be thinking that just overworking and having, 12, 15-hour days is accomplishing things. Sometimes you can have 12-hour days and just be busy doing nothing.
Procrastination is something that might even be rooted in what we're starting to see now in the past, a few years of research and everything, is that procrastination is rooted in trauma. Even people that may be chronic procrastinators, it's not that they're lazy. They may be reacting to trauma. They might be reacting to something that happened to them. And so this is why, again, it's a good idea to either go to a coach or go to a psychotherapist, that can help you resolve this. And of course, being, having my background, I can tell you that it's actually a sign of strength, not weakness, if you need, seek help. And because we're all you could say we're all messed up on some level, from just being a human being. So I think that the important thing is that you start knowing yourself. And I think there's even a level of insight, and it's a great thing even if you admit that, okay, I'm a procrastinator, I'm a this and that. Because what really sometimes gets sneaky with self-defeating behavior is a lot of people don't realize they're doing it.